Good day, everyone, and you are welcome to Total Reward Insights with Glasisi. On today's training, we'll be talking about pensions, what pension is, how pension work, and a bit of history about pension administration in Nigeria. Pension is a retirement saving plan and a form of defined benefits. And this is backed by the Pension Reform Act, ensuring that employees have financial security after they retire. So both the employees and employer contribute to the scheme, and the employee contributes 8% of BHT, basic housing transport, while the employer contributes 10% on behalf of his employee, and this totals 18%. And this 18% is deposited into the retirement savings account of the employee. So if an organization has 15 or above employee, it is compulsory for that organization to contribute to the pension scheme. And pension is one of the key retirement benefits. And if you retire today, most likely if you are contributing to the pension scheme, you will receive monthly pension payment for life after retirement. However, some retirees receive more than just pension, depending on their employment term. There are also some retirement benefits such as gratuity, several pay, and so on. But in today's video, we will focus only on pension. So the origin of Nigeria pension scheme. Do you know that Nigeria's pension system was borrowed from another country? Yes, from another country. The pension model we use today was inspired by Chile. Yes, the idea of pension we use in Nigeria today was borrowed from a country called Chile. So Chile had also faced the kind of problem Nigeria had in terms of pension management, and in 1981, Chile came up with that refund. And Chile is the first country to come up with the pension refund management system. So a brief history of pension administration in Nigeria. Let's take a step-by-step look at how pension have evolved in Nigeria. In 1961, National Provident Fund was established. The National Provident Fund was established to provide pensions for private sector employees, ensuring that private sector employees do pension. But the establishment wasn't enough to guarantee long-term sustainability. So in 1979, Pension Act was introduced, and the act brought in public and civil servants to start contributing to the scheme as well. In 1999, the Pension Act was revised, which came with new regulation that government will start paying gratuity and pension when people retire. So when government made it a law that when people retire, they will start paying gratuity and pension when their employee retire from service. And in 1994, transformation of National Provident Fund into NSITF. So the National Provident Fund of 1961 became NSITF, National Social Insurance Trust Fund. It's not the NSITF that we do now for insurance. So then NSITF was like a pension. Yes, was like the pension where people contribute into, was like a scheme. So, and this enables the private sector employees to participate in pension contribution. And in 2004, the Pension Reform Act was brought in. So there was a Pension Reform Act, and this was a game changer. It completely transformed the industry, introducing pension fund administrators, the PFAs. There was nothing like PFAs, PFC. So the introduction of the PFAs, pension fund administrators, pension fund custodian, and this reform also helped boost the Nigeria capital market and insurance industry. And at this time, the contribution rate was 7.5% for both employees and employers. And in 2006, pension operations fully commenced. So the commencement of operations came on board. They were licensed for PFAs, pension fund administrators, and PFC, pension fund custodians, closed pension administrator, and existing scheme. So they were all managing pension fund. And in 2008, first set of retirees were paid. So those contributing to the existing scheme of NSITF as at then were moved to trust fund. So those who had contributed to NSITF were moved to trust fund pension scheme for proper fund management. So trust fund took over the asset of NSITF. And in 2014, Pension Reform Act Amendment. So the contribution rate increased from 7.5% to 8% for employees and 10% for employers, which is the current rate today. Although this might change in the future, but as of today, the pension contribution in Nigeria remains 8% for employee and 10% for employer of the basic housing transports. And quick one, I would want us to drop your answer in the comment sections. So, do you think your pension is an investment for the government? So, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like this video, comment, share, and subscribe to gain more valuable insight on total reward. So, see you on my next video, and on my next video, I will be covering how to claim your pension. So, make sure you stay tuned and subscribe and don't miss out. Thank you.